Starting in the front of the body and making some heat by rubbing the hands together, and then open your hands in the front of the body and move upwards from the heart area onto the neck and then face and then over the top of the head, down the back of the head onto the shoulders, and then your hands reach around behind you as high as it's comfortable to go, and then tracing down the back onto the sacrum and then around the hips and down the legs with your thumbs on the lateral sides of the legs and your tips of your fingers behind in the back of the legs, down around your toes. Do this so that it's comfortable. So don't go too far, don't go too fast. Take your time and always stay in the comfort zone. So that in terms of bending over, don't bend too far. And then up the inside of the legs, onto the torso, and continuing again up over the top of the head and down the back. Deep and slow, and relax the breaths. Focusing on the present moment. Notice where your hands are, and even say to yourself, and now my hands are passing here, or now my hands are passing there. Continue to go up the front and down the back with great focus. Think to yourself that these areas of your body that you're passing with your hands are associated with the energy channels that are a part of how acupuncture and Chinese massage operate. And so you're having, while tracing these channels, you're having an influence on your whole being. Each of these channels associated with an organ, and then those channels and those organs associated with other channels and organs. It's a very holistic system. And then trace the channels of the arms. And so when the hands come up the torso, then one of those hands crosses the front of the body and goes out under the other arm to the tips of the fingers, under the palm, and then goes round the tips of the fingers and comes onto the top of the arm, and then towards the head, and then lean your head so that your hand comes up over the head, and then the hand that was just extended comes in and crosses the front of the body. First the underside, out to the tips of the fingers, and around onto the upper side of the arms, onto your shoulders, and tilt your head. And so each side a number of times. The breath is deep and slow and relaxed. The focus of your intent is on what's happening now, with the idea of maximizing healing resources. You're going deeper and deeper into relaxation. And as you trace these channels, rising and falling up the front and down the back, and then under the arm, around the tips of the fingers, and then on top of the arm, basically having an influence on all of the organs of the body in a coordinated and holistic sort of way, because everything is related, especially in Chinese medicine. In the Western world, we think of the parts as being separate. We even have departments for the parts. Doctor for your kidney, doctor for your liver, doctor for your lungs. Whereas in the Chinese method, everything is related. As you're doing these practices, lengthen your spine. Do the first intentful correction, the postural adjustment. And then either taking many deep breaths or at least taking a deep breath now and then. And sustaining the present moment focus of the mind. And then finally, bringing yourself to a conclusion and resting there. Notice what you're feeling. And just continue to go deeper and deeper into relaxation.